All right, what's good, y'all? Welcome into the TraKCouts podcast, the podcast where we talk music and life with the people living it. I'm your host, Co-Ret. With me, as always, my dog, Scorpio Season. What's up, Brody?
What's the wizard?
Check it out. Every other Wednesday, we drop it on all the platforms. We talking to rappers, musicians, creatives, all of that. Tap in with us to check out the conversations. We got our boy in the house with us today, one of the best rappers in the city. Y'all know him as Ontario Ray. What's good, Brody?
What's going on, family? How y'all doing?
Good, chilling, bro.
Yeah.
We definitely gonna get into the new project, which as of when this drops, Wednesday is out.
Yeah.
Tough conversation. We're gonna get into it. But first, Scorp, I seen some people posting earlier this week about like unwritten rules of the studio. Mm-hmm. And Rio, I want to talk to you about this too from an artist viewpoint, because you can kind of give us the artist perspective. I'm going to go through some things that I had seen them talking about and get y'all's perception of it and your opinion on how it relates to the unwritten rules of the studio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
for sure.
All right, so Scorp, when a client walks in, there's certain things they can do, act like, say, etc., to let you know how the session's going to go. You know what I mean? You'd be like, oh, damn, I already know how this is finna go.
How this day finna be.
Yeah, exactly. So let me give you this first one. You tell me you know how it's gonna go. They walk in, they don't really say anything. They might dap you up, but they sit down and you gotta initiate conversation and what we doing and all that. How's that session finna go?
Probably really easy. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my son.
Because if it's a session like that, they usually finna just go in there and just rap, and all I gotta do is just facilitate.
Yeah.
At that point, like, it's finna be a breeze.
Cause you know they ain't trying to be friends. They ain't trying to fucking talk your ear off, bro.
Yeah.
Usually I can be like, I'm ready, and they go, bet. And then they just go in the room. You know what I'm saying?
Drop or pull up the YouTube, boom, download it. All right, bet they in there. They probably not even gonna come back in the room in between songs. They're gonna be like,
They gonna stay in that
next
motherfucker
one.
the whole time. It's funny. It's funny that y'all say that, because I like that's kind of like how I go about my sessions, and I've worked with both of y'all. And it's not that like it's not about being homies. It's just the fact of being focused about what the hell I gotta do whenever I get in this motherfucker. So I be real, like, not apprehensive, but like I be like in my head before I get to the studio. Like, I gotta make sure this shit sound good. So when I come in there, it's like, all right,
business.
you know what I'm saying? Dap up, what's up, and then it's all right.
And that can be also what you mean by it's gonna be easy. Like if you was working with Rio and he comes in and he's like, "What's up? I'm ready to go." That's easy because it's just like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta like sit here. And that's one other thing I got. Let's say an artist spends an hour scrolling through beats for their final one.
No. Do that be happening? That be happening, y'all?
An hour might be, an hour is extreme, but definitely 30 minutes for sure.
Oh man.
An hour is extreme, but an hour is real though. Like it'll really be sometimes you sitting there for an hour trying to find a beat and ain't nobody found a beat.
Absolutely not. That's terrible.
If you spend an hour, like if we start off the session and you looking for beats for like 30 minutes, I'm like, you really came with nothing.
Nothing.
You know what I mean?
Nothing. You're not prepared, bro.
Yeah.
See, that's what that motherfuckers be playing, bro. Motherfuckers be playing in the studio. If you stop playing in the studio, get your ass ready by the time you get here, so you know what the hell you supposed to be doing whenever you get in that thing, so you can execute and do what the hell you supposed to do. Stop coming in here wasting folk time over here, wasting your money. This is your money that you're putting towards the studio, by the way. Like, you're spending an hour trying to find beats, and get your shit together.
All right, so that's how people, you know, come in and set the tone. Rate these things on 1 to 10. 10 being important. These are studio etiquettes. 1 being not that important. You gonna give me the engineer. You gonna give me the artist. Okay. First one's easy. Being on time. 10 important. 1 not important.
I'll say that's
10.
Yeah, I'll say that's like a 9 or 10 for sure. You got to be on time.
Facts.
It's like it's between 8 and 10. Cause like if you're gonna be a little bit late, at least pull up and just be ready to go.
Yeah.
Like, I've had some people that have been late, but we get there and we just cook.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
anywhere between 8 and 10.
Yeah, I agree. I give it like an 8 because like if you like 10 minutes late, I get it. 15, cool. 30 is like you burning your own money at this point, bro. But
yeah,
like you said, if they ready to work right when they walk in, whoop doo, I ran into traffic, bro. But here's my beat. Sometimes they'll be late, but they'll text me the beat. I'm on the way. Here's the beat. Yeah. So I give it an 8.
Yeah.
All right. Coming prepared, whether that be with your lyrics, your beats, or at least an idea.
10.
As you was just saying.
10.
Yeah.
10. You got to be ready, bro. Ain't no We ain't got time to be sitting up here trying to figure out what the fuck we doing today. You got to come into the studio with your ideas in your head, ready to go and, like I said, execute. Got to be ready.
Like a 9. I say 9 because like you can definitely come in the studio with like not having like a complete idea, but like something.
Right.
You know?
That's for creative people though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like creative people can come in with like a general idea of what they want to do. And then
one bar.
Yeah. And then just build from there.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
That's why I said, coming prepared, lyrics, beats, or ideas, because you got to have like one of the three.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Like
if you ask, come prepared to the motherfucking studio, bro. And most people not gonna admit they ass, but I you can hear it.
I think the thing I don't like the most is when you pull up with like no beats, like at all.
Yeah.
Like
You don't even know
like,
what sound.
Like I know I'm a producer too, but like even like you gotta have some type of like something that you ready to go with. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, taking constructive criticism. And that could be as the artist taking constructive criticism or the engineer.
10. That's another 10.
Like 9 or 10.
I agree.
You gotta
9 or
be
10.
able to-
9 or 10 for sure.
Because when I'm in the studio with Scorp will tell me to do certain things to, help the song, you know what I'm saying, sound better.
For sure.
And if it's like not a knock to who you are as an artist, but it's just like there are things that can still help you be better. So you got to be able to take whatever criticism come with that.
Yeah, I think it's like a 9. And the reason I give it a 9 is because sometimes you might, as an engineer or producer, you might suggest something like, yeah, I don't really like how that ends, or like, I don't know about that bar. And the artist is like, nah, I fuck with it. And sometimes they're right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like sometimes a little
Yeah.
pushback is good as well. So that's why I give it a 9.
Yeah.
Fact, same. Cause like I don't remember who it was. It was some engineer or something. They would say that they was in a Whitney Houston session and she was singing and he had took note of it. And at the end of the take, he had said, "Oh yeah, Whitney, we got to repunch this one part because you sang the note wrong." Whole room got silent and everybody like, "Oh shit."
That's a strong man right there.
And she said, "Nigga, I bent the note. Like,
Yeah.
no, I ain't seen no wrong." He go listen to it. He like, "Okay, my bad." But like, yeah, it's like a take and give. Like, you gotta know when to say something and just how to just chalk it up to
Yeah.
the game.
Sometimes that happens though, and it ain't Whitney Houston, bro. I'll be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo, I can't really understand what you said right there. And they're like, oh, it sounds good to me. And I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
shit, bet it's your music.
God.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably what bro did in that session too.
You know what I
You know what I'm
mean?
saying? Scorp would tell me to say a bar again, and I think I said fine.
Yeah,
And it's just like, all right.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Precision.
But sometimes, even if an artist hits the bar again, I'll be like, nah, that last one was better.
Yeah,
Even if it was
facts.
my suggestion. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be able to walk back on your own ideas if you're going to give them and hope that people take them. You got to also be able to give them and walk back on them if what you're saying isn't what was the move.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because it be sometimes like I be feeling like there's certain energy that you can hit better in a line or something. And then sometimes, like you said, I'll end up keeping that other take. But like, I like to always like playlist everything. So, because when it comes down to mixing and mastering, sometimes I might hear something throughout it and I'm like, damn, I really wish I had another piece of that word. And I'll go pull that shit up from the playlist and just that one word. You might have said shit and I need that shit. And I'll pull that one up.
For sure. I mean, playlisting for engineers that are upcoming, and playlisting is an invaluable tool. And you'll work with artists that will be like, play that one I did 5 ago. And you better be able to know which one they're talking about, or have it at least.
Yeah.
Or have one that you can lie and say, that's the
That
one
was
from
the
5
one.
ago.
Yeah, if they've been doing
Yeah.
multiple takes, like have some of them takes on recall that you just bring up.
Like at least playlist the best ones. If they like run it again and you thought it was decent, playlist every time.
Yeah.
But fuck, might as well playlist all of them at this point.
Yeah.
All right, how important, 1 to 10, respecting smoking, food, and beverage rules?
10.
10.
10. Like you gotta respect it.
Yeah.
100%. Like no matter where you at. Like, they
Facts.
don't want food in there, you don't want food in there. They don't want smoke in there, you don't smoke
It's
in there.
that simple.
Mm-hmm.
Respect goes a long way. So, yeah.
I mean, but if, Kendrick pulled up to this motherfucker and didn't ask, sparked his blunt, I ain't saying shit.
Yeah, like,
I ain't saying shit.
This kid's a war.
Yeah.
you want to eat your chicken, eat your chicken.
Oh, God. All right, last one. Limiting unnecessary guests in the studio, or, too many people. 1 to 10.
10. For me, it's a 10.
I'd say that's like I say it's like a 7 or 8. I mean, but I understand though, because having a lot of people in the studio can be like real like nerve wracking, because the energy is gonna be like a lot less focused.
Yeah.
All them different like personalities and shit in the air. Like, yeah, nah, bro. I view the studio as a sacred place, so it's like the energy got to be right now when you step in. So, and when you mix the energies, it can mess everything up.
Yeah. The energy is so important, especially for, like, it's underrated for the engineer, for the energy to be right. Like, it's obviously it has to be right for the artist. But a lot of y'all that bring your homies to the studio, it's like, when you go in the booth, they fucking fuck off on their phone and they fucking watch reels with the volume on and they're having conversations and shit. And like, they're asking us questions like, how long you been doing this, Brody? While I'm literally trying to take your vocal. And it's like, if they don't need to be there, they don't need to be there.
Yeah.
And I know, like, Scorp, you can attest, once it gets to be 4, 5, 6 people in there, you can't even hear the fucking speakers.
Way too fucking much.
Yeah. Detailed listening's out the window. So what'd you rate that? You said a 10? 10.
Yeah.
Be so many people in there and be loud as fuck. Then I'm the dick because I'm yelling.
Everybody just shut up.
I know, bro. And I got to turn around and literally be like, can I get like 5 seconds so I can hear this?
I'll be the dick. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. That being said, bring people to the studio that contribute to what you got going on. People that aren't contributing and they're just your buddy and they there to get turned with you. I get it, but they ain't helping the situation.
Yeah. And I understand also too, like if an artist has different people that are part of their team that play a part, like let's say you got your graphic designer with you, you know what I'm saying? Like for some people, they the people that make your cover. They don't need to be in the control room. Like they go outside and lobby, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
facts,
let them go out there
facts.
and work. Whoever, if they're not important to the creation of whatever you're working on, though the people who are creating with you, those who should be in the room.
Yeah.
If they're not that, they don't need to be in the room. They can be in the lobby. Of course, we're at the studio. Like, go do your work out there. Like,
Yeah.
there's internet for a reason. There's a table out there for a reason. Go do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well said. But speaking of the energy, vibes, and people in the room, you wanted to talk about producers and the weight they have or the impact they have on sessions.
Yeah, like, we pull so much from, like, the internet. Like, okay, we just pull up a beat, download a beat. Or this person sent beats. And I feel like sometimes we lose the element of like having the producers just producing the whole project and curating the sound. Like, I was working on my next project that I'm finna release, and like I had a general idea of what I wanted to sound like or what I wanted to talk about, but once I leaked it with BB, the beats that he just sent me, it just changed the shit into something else. I'm like, oh shit, this is important, you know what I mean? Like this really shaped my idea. So I think we need to get back to like that, like finding somebody that can curate that energy or sound.
Yeah, no, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. That's how a lot of like artists started out, with their producers being the people to curate their sound, and since they have a landscape of whatever region they're in, their sound becomes more regional and stuff like that. So yeah, I would definitely agree that having a producer artist like combo while you doing this stuff is definitely important. It's for sure important.
Yeah, it's the perspective that a producer can offer for me, like what you're saying with them actually working with a producer, you know what I mean? It's one thing to send beats and to get beats, and the beats can be fire and that can shift what you're doing, but it's also a different thing to be in the room like while working with a producer, like you produce with other artists, etc. You get that real time, their music perspective, right? And their real time feedback, right? So like a lot of the times, say you like show your friend your song and you're like, what do you think, right? Well, imagine being able to do that in the room with a person that cares about the song just as much as you.
Yeah.
And that's like that's pretty much like an invaluable tool, is the collaboration in that regard. Because a producer's job is to, a producer needs an artist. You know what I'm saying? Artists need producers, but producers need artists to work. And so like the perspective that they can bring with their music backgrounds and their, their taste, you know what I mean? The shit that they curate as well. Like you said, it can change your whole vibe for a project. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what you had said with like one producer working a whole project or a lot of producers on a project. you wanted to talk about like the best world builders, right? And that's what you mean by one producer on a project?
No, that's a whole separate thing. Like I'm thinking like with the producers, who are some of the producers that we feel like are really good at that, like just shaping the energy of a whole project.
Yeah.
Like me off top, I'm going Pharrell. I feel like Pharrell's one of the best at that.
Yeah.
And then we got Kanye too.
Yeah.
Like he can definitely like shape the sound of a project just off of him alone.
Yeah.
Rather than everything else.
Yeah. No, again, like I said, I agree. Me, I got like a whole list of producers that, you know, I feel like could be like the sounds that they bring are like really what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, just for lack of a better term, just the sounds they bring are just different to what you usually hear. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like being able to surround yourself around people who have a really good ear for different sounds and know how to pick, you know, certain sounds that you don't regularly hear, and be able to build and curate around that. And just, you know, just according to the type of artist you are, you know what I'm saying? It would just build and be something, you know, more build something with more continuity, so it doesn't sound like your shit all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
The two producers you mentioned, Pharrell and Kanye, that's like, it's rare these days. I feel that it's not like super rare, but it's more rare that we have one producer do a whole project, right?
Yeah.
And so like when you work with a guy like that, you kind of lock in with them for their sound on that too. You know what I mean? Like what, I'm sure like, let's take like the Clips and Pharrell shit from last year, right?
Yeah.
How much of that was also like Clips being like, listen to these tracks I got that would be perfect for your guys' comeback? Or how much of it was just in person? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like how much of that was Pharrell's sound first and Clips rapped on it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For sure.
Or, but like, same with Kanye a little bit, because Kanye is always like, people get a hold of like Kanye beats. I don't know how much like, that's what I feel like happens, you know what I mean? But Pharrell and Kanye have both produced on albums a lot where they weren't the only producer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Other producers that come to my mind when you say like world builders is like Alchemist. It's like one of the main ones right now that I feel it does that, right? And people work front to back on a whole project with just him. That's like one of the biggest guys I feel like out doing that right now.
Facts.
Yeah.
I like Knowledge. I don't know if y'all have heard of Knowledge, but he's done No Worries with Anderson .Paak. That's their group. You know what I'm saying? So his sound is like one of those producers that I have in that list that can, like you said, like build a whole entirely different world, like soulful, jazzy, churchy, like the whole nine.
Yeah. So we talk about the one producer projects, the world building. What are some of the advantages to you guys of working with multiple producers on a project?
Just a diversification of the music that's in like a project. It doesn't sound too monotone. You know what I'm saying? Like as an artist, I feel like you can musically be the one that ties those pieces together, because the beats might sound completely different. They might not sound like they're even in the same world, but you topic wise or melodically, like your cadence can tie everything together, be the glue for the whole project.
Yeah. Nah, I feel like with different people producing on is, you know, like you said, is diversified. So, you know, you can I think you have different producers that are in the same wheelhouse. You know what I'm saying? So like the producers who kind of like have a similar sound, but just like freak stuff certain stuff differently. I feel like if you go about it that route, I feel like that's extremely efficient, because it's not sounding like, you know, you're kind of in the same bag. You're getting different, you know, bits and pieces from different places, all curating one cohesive sound. So yeah.
Let me ask y'all this. One producer for an entire project or one engineer for an entire project?
One engineer for sure. People don't understand like how important like engineering like plays into this stuff. Like you don't really see it until you like have worked with a whole bunch of different people, and then like you finally get to the spot where it's like, oh, okay, I like how this sounds whenever we don't have a mix or like master, like none of that. So it's like, if these sound like this, off the raw cut, that whenever we finally do mix and master it, the entire sound is just going to be clear, perfect. So I would definitely say having the same engineer, because consistency of how you sound throughout, you know, your projects is extremely important too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Same engineer, 100%. Cause like even if I have different producers, it'll be fine. You know, like that's how music works. But that's the sonics of your project is important.
Yes,
like, it has to be cohesive.
Extremely important.
Yeah. The cohesion from song to song with your vocals especially is the most important.
Yes.
And the beats, when it comes to hip hop beats, you can have like this super lo-fi fucking warped ass beat and then like this trap cooker that are sonically completely different, right? Yeah. But your vocals need to be almost like in the same pocket from song to translate across a whole project, right? So a good engineer can do that across those different kind of beats.
Yeah.
And one producer, all the beats could be like sonically awesome and in the same range if you're a producer. But if your vocals were recorded in 6 different studios and fucking 4 or 5 different people mixed it, 2 different people mastered it, however many people you got hands on it, it's like that's gonna be a little bit of a roller coaster for the listener a little bit.
Yeah.
And even like the loudness and shit. Like I hate when I listen to a project and like one song is like 3 dB quieter for no reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like
yes, bro.
And that's all based on like, you know, the finishing stages that whoever engineered that song put on the mix. You know what I mean? It's all. So you want that cohesion from song to song. So one engineer, I think, is my answer for that as well.
Yeah.
But let's get into your new project. Speaking of all this creating, bro.
Yeah.
A Tough Conversation out today, July 8th.
Yes, sir.
Let's listen to a song and then we're going to talk about it. This song is called Are You?
Yeah.
Let's peep.
Yeah. Head up, got a top where I was. Looking around where this hurt come from. Oh, you like my shit, that's love. It ain't really your style, that's tough. Make a move, nigga, I won't budge. Amateurs, how we hype them up. Lights on and I go. You really find me when this shit really gone. But I had to give time to the bag. I'm in the gag and it's got shit but a bag of piss. I still stress with a bitch going tap for tit. This the life of a nigga who ain't having it. Rent due, baby, Lynn need some new shoes. Bumped and bruised, finding out who's who. You gon' pick up, pull the trigger, what you gon' do? Don't stress about death, it's a lose-lose. I'll die for this culture. Fuck what they told you. Learn to maneuver the ropes when it's pouring. Niggas love doing the most in they moment. They time to be making no jokes, but they going. Time to be making no jokes, but they going. Soon I'ma fly over things I've been mourning till then I still find myself stuck in emotions.
Everything that's going, I'll say I'm not proud of it. I'm praying that I locate my way, cause I'm tired of this. I'm fighting to the end of the line of Judah strong. I paved the way to say that the rising will not be long. Tell me are you down for a nigga, baby, tell me are you down for a nigga. Tell me are you down, tell me are you down for a nigga, baby, tell me are you down for a nigga. Tell me are you down, tell me are you down for a nigga, baby, tell me are you down for a nigga. Tell me are you down, tell me are you down for a nigga, baby, tell me are you down for a nigga.
Jadamatic, double G tucked inside of these janky joggers. I don't need too much, little baby. Be by your phone when I call you. Feel I'm out of touch with sentiment, ignorance. I can't call it. Feel I need to take a break from this shit, but I keep on stalling. Never dash, shit rough like a Brillo pad. The SOS, my words I don't second guess. Suppress a threat, provide, but they can't protect. It's a train on the game, bitch. I'm coming next. Don't sing on the name when you played the set. Young nigga out here trying to do my best, Young nigga out here trying to do my best, But fuck it, these niggas not hearing me. Probably it ain't no telling what fate got in stock for me. Grew and I couldn't feel better. I cleared up my schedule, cause God ain't for the hold up, no time for me. This be the start of a dynasty. I'm moving silently, set from a hip repeat like elite. I am the light. Nigga better pick out your side. Really the beacon, the reason I saw for the meaning. I flicker when the most high inside. Play it well, but still ended in loss. See for size that we taking them off. Pay your dues, it don't matter the cost. And don't lose your passion when you see this shit long gone.
Tell me are you down for a nigga, baby, tell me are you down for a nigga. Tell me are you down, tell me are you down for a nigga, baby, tell me are you down for a nigga. Tell me are you down, tell me are you down for a nigga, baby, tell me are you down for a nigga. Tell me are you down, tell me are you down for a nigga, baby, tell me are you down for a nigga. With everything that's going, I'll say I'm not proud of it. I'm praying that I locate my way, cause I'm tired of this. I'm fighting to the end of the line of Judah strong. I paved the way to say that the rising will not be long.
Yeah.
Beats nasty.
That shit's stupid.
I love like a somber fucking crack drum like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
somber beat with the drums that are still like.
Yeah, loud in your face.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the perfect like mix together.
I like that flow you hit on the second verse too. It wasn't like a flow, but it was like a part where you had stacked the doubles like at the end of the second verse.
Yeah, I am the
Yeah,
light.
that shit was hard, bro. Yeah.
Appreciate you. Yeah.
Where was you coming from, like when you made that song?
It was essentially me coming from the perspective of, you know, just being on this come up in this hip hop game and trying to find your way throughout, you know, the ups and downs of this stuff, and essentially like asking like, are you down for this roller coaster? Are you down for this? And it's not you can you know, have it from the perspective of I'm asking the listener, like, are you down while we gonna go up and down with this? The people in your life. So it's like, baby, are you down? Ask my girl, like, are you down while we gonna be doing through this? Asking yourself, are you down while we gonna be, you know, just trying to figure out to navigate all these different things while dealing with the struggles that you got going on in your life, and, you know, just essentially just, you know, having a conversation about, you know, all those types of things that, you know, you got going on.
For sure.
Yeah.
I heard it as if you were talking to your girl, but I like the perspective of the listener as well. That's tough. I can fuck with that.
Yeah.
So the project's called A Tough Conversation. Is it going to be obvious in the lyrics, like what we're talking about when you say that, or what's the message behind just blatantly, you know, this is a tough conversation?
It's essentially like song by song or just different conversations that, you know, I have, whether I'm thinking them in my head, whether I'm talking to somebody else, the conversations that, you know, just the conversation of the world that I'm just essentially living in as a rising artist, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna get into what it's like to feel like you're finding your cause in all this music, or we're gonna get into what it's like being a father and trying to navigate while you got your child, trying to make it for your child, and, you know, trying to balance the life of giving time to your child and trying to give it to this music at the same time. So it's like I said, it's just a whole bunch of different tough conversations. Yeah, I wouldn't say that throughout the entire album is just one main idea. It's just the idea is all these songs are different conversations that I find tough in my life and just how I view the world and stuff like that. And the overall tough conversation that Ontario Ray is like a crazy ass rapper. So.
Yeah. Do you be having like these conversations in real life, or you just leave it for the pen in the pad?
Both. Because I've opened up, you know, about some of these things to the people close to me too. So, but I haven't done it to the public. So this is like me and my thought process of, you know, basically the world I see to the people. This is it's definitely real personalized. Yeah, for sure.
And you've been cooking it up with Buddha, or have you worked on this one at all?
I don't think Scorp has worked. Scorp's worked on me with a whole bunch of my new shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was all Buddha.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then who produced that one we just listened to? Do you know?
That was one of the homies named Esco.
Okay.
One of the homies
that shit
named
was
Esco.
hard.
I got a couple producer homies that I'm linked in with now since coming up on them YouTube beats, you know what I'm saying? So
is that the vibe of the beats we can expect, or is there like different vibes throughout as well?
That is like the overall main vibe, but there are a couple different songs that do give you a different vibe that's gonna turn you up, that's gonna have you hype, or is gonna have you thinking, or, you know, like just you know, chilling, vibing, whatever.
Yeah.
So but the majority of the album is pretty jazz centered.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
What are you wanting to see as far as like, I'm trying to relate this into a point Scorp and I wanted to talk about with streaming. What is your goal, like personally, with streaming for this project? Like, where do you set like goals for like your monthly listeners? Do you set goals for like my Spotify numbers? When you look at streaming, what's your goals?
I mean, I really try not to think about all that stuff, because I feel like if I just get it out and try to promote it the best I can and you know, essentially just go hard, then the streams and all that stuff is gonna come like it needs to. So I don't really go into my releases like, okay, I think I want to hit 10,000 streams on this dot. I kind of just drop it and essentially try to. And in the past, there are, you know, trial and error. You learn different things. So there are things from the past that I'm not gonna be doing with how I'm gonna go about promoting this album, but I'm more focused on, you know, essentially just trying to get it out there some way, somehow to a broader audience, and then all the streams and all that type of stuff will start rolling in for me. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I know I got some good music, but it's just all about how can I get this out there so people can be hooked in to want to come listen. And, you know, how can I stay consistent to make sure that I'm still pushing this thing so more and more people can keep grafting in and listen to the project. So, yeah.
So you would say personally, your first thing is to like try to stay away from the numbers?
Yeah. Because once, if you, it just, at least how I think, just if you make a mark in your head and you don't hit it, it's like, fuck, this motherfucker was a failure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I try not to look at it that way and just think about how can I get it all out there to just make sure I optimize everything that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it kind of like what I was saying, what I was gonna say about streaming. I feel like it's like it's almost one of the least important parts of you as an artist, because like the main thing is to try to, as an artist, you're a voice. I've been watching like a lot of different podcasts, or like real people saying like the artist has the power. Like we are the message. We're the one who talking to people. So your first focus should be trying to find the people that buy into your message, that understand what you're saying. Like you can build a community around that. Like people that understand what you're saying, they believe that too. You know what I'm saying? They want to push you, and then like that's going to translate to streams, because your streams is just kind of like, it's almost like, I feel like that's more so for the labels, like there's just proof of an audience. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not necessarily, oh yeah, I got these streams, I'm making bank, I'm artist. Like that's not even the whole point of it. It's like that's just the residuals almost now. Now it's more so like, what do you got to engage with your audience? Like your merch, shows, different tangible things that they can have to be a part of your movement of Ontario Ready, Scorpio Season, Code Red, you know?
Because at the end of the day, these streams not going to be the thing that's getting you paid.
Not at all.
Shows, it's going to be your merch. It's going to be whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you get big enough to that point, it's going to be your brand deals and all that type of stuff. So
syncs and shit.
Yeah, syncs, all that. So yeah, I try just to put that out there, or put the art out there, and just let the people do the work after that.
So pretty much across like every profession of people that do it to the best, you'll hear say you control what you can control.
Yeah.
You don't pay attention to what you can't.
Yep.
So like you can't control how many monthly listeners you have on Spotify or whatever the fuck. But what you can control is all the shit that you need to make that number go up at some point. You know what I mean? Like I can control the fact that I can focus on putting out content. I can post content. I can make content. I can go make merch, like you said. I can go make sure I have a show booked. That's all the shit you can control, and eventually all that will brew together to boost your monthly streaming averages. But that being said, you can't make just that number go up just by looking at it. So control what you can control, and then don't worry about the other shit. And you were saying like where it ranks versus all that other shit is at the bottom.
Yeah, for me personally.
Yeah. That's definitely the last thing I try to think about when it comes to my music.
Yeah.
I'm definitely more focused on the presentation and trying to figure out a way to, like I said, just optimize me having the audience just, you know, all in tune and all locked in with me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So how are you guys measuring benchmarks of success for yourself then, if it isn't looking at, you know, streaming numbers and shit like that, views?
For me, it's like every year I try to go into the year thinking like, okay, with one specific thing that I'm trying to get better at. Like this year for me, it was to get better at performing and building a world around a project and how to set that shit up on the stage. And for me, like I see success in that just because like I've been a part of shows where like I'm able, I keep my mind in this world of just trying to make something that's interactive, you know, for people, so that people remember it. Like it's not just, oh, I just got up there, picked up a mic and said whoop-de-doo and hopped off stage. Like it's an experience for people. or like the year before, it was just to really just actually start putting out music and just saying exactly what I mean, what I feel, stuff that was like personal to me. You know, like each year is just depending on me personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say I measure it by just real people, you know. I measure it by how many people are able to come and want to be a part of what I got going on as an artist. That's how I look at it. So like whenever I do this show coming up July 18th at the Tintoretta 7 to 10, whenever I do this show, I wouldn't say a lot of my success I'm gonna base it off how many people come, but it's definitely like a big onus on that. Like how many people can I really bring into a room to actually come fuck with what I'm doing in real life.
To come.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I measure by. Cause like I said, at the end of the day, your stream's not gonna get it done for you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the people, the real live people that actually love what you're doing, that's going to essentially allow you to eat for the rest of your career. So yeah, I base it off the people. That's what I base it off of.
We were talking last podcast about like artists that don't even perform well streaming, but people show up and support the movement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like it does not correlate directly to how successful an artist is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll say as an engineer, like sometimes I look at a benchmark of success as like, how busy am I? Like, am I in demand? You know what I mean? Like that would mean that I did something right. You know what I mean? And if I'm in a really slow period or a dead period, it probably means like I haven't put stuff out there recently that is gravitating with a lot of people, resonating with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I'm like ultra busy and I'm in demand as like for my services, then it's like, okay, then I feel like I'm on a successful run right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people got to remember too that this music shit is in runs. You know what I mean? It's not like nobody has ever really applied consistent pressure for forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's in waves, and you might have a wave here, and then you have a down wave, and then you have an up wave. You know what I mean? It's like cycles. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That being said, should we talk a little engineering superstar mixing techniques?
I'm with it.
Let's do it. Try to follow along, bro.
Okay, man. I'm gonna try. I am a fish out of water when it comes to engineering.
Mine's pretty simple this week. Know your key commands, bro. You know what I'm saying?
On God.
And obviously everybody knows Command S. That's the most important key command. But you got to go deeper than that. You know what I'm talking about? Can you trim a clip without leaving the keyboard? Can you clip gain? Can you export and import? Can you do all these things in the blink of an eye? Or every time do you need to take 5 seconds to find it in the menu?
Facts.
When you're in a recording session and you sit there and you take 5 seconds to do every command because you're sifting through menus or you're doing it manually, that shit adds up to 10 minutes by the time you get to the end of the session. So that doesn't seem like a lot, but an artist could have fucking confidently hit that last line if they had the extra 10 minutes. You know what I mean? So it really boils down to that sometimes. So know your key commands.
Yeah, I agree. Like, it would be a lot of times like I'm sitting there, like if an engineer might be in a session with me, like if I do something like that, like, oh shit, I didn't know you could do that. Like, they'd be like, you just moving so fast. And it's not even like, in my brain, I don't even feel like I'm moving fast. It's like, because in my brain, I'm already thinking about all these different things I need to do as I'm going. So it just seemed like I'm on autopilot, you know? Like, like you said, knowing those commands just make you move a little bit more efficiently.
Yeah.
And that really what it be. It's not that you're moving faster, you're just moving more efficient. Like, I don't have to try to think while I'm engineering.
Yeah. And I know, like, for upcoming engineers, one of the compliments I get in the most is in the studio, and Scorpio probably the same way, is people just go, dude, you're fast as fuck. And it's like, yeah, people value time. So when you're fast, that will get you a return customer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sure you can appreciate a fast engineer. And
Absolutely, I can appreciate
like, if you tell somebody to load up the beat and it takes 10 minutes, I done lost the vibe.
I'm gonna keep it real. I've had some of my fastest sessions with you. Like, so like, come in there, dude, you already clipping as I'm going, like clipping, cutting, da 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 da. By the time we done, I'm like, oh shit, we still got an hour and a half left on this motherfucker. I done finished like
and
2.5
my goal as the engineer is for you, when you're hitting your next punch, is that it already sounds like a song on the first punch. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my goal. So you get there with the quickness, it makes everybody happy.
Yeah.
What you got, Scorp?
Me, my superstar technique or plugin is Soothe 3.
Soothe 3.
And Soothe 3
Hot off the press.
actually nice. Like at first I was like, nah, what are they doing? It's not the same, which is the point of it. So I actually started diving into it. I'm like, okay, I've fuck with this. It's a lot more transparent. Like you don't necessarily hear the like. I feel like the old Soothe 2 has like a real crunchiness. It's like scratchy when you adjust it, and you don't get that. It's a lot more smooth and warmer, like you were saying. Just some of the other pieces they added to, like the tilt. Like I can add more emphasis to Soothe in reacting on the lower end versus the higher end, and they've combined what is it? It's like the selection and the detail. It's like sharpness and selection. They combined it
into detail.
It's a detail now, and which is cool. Like, cause I don't think on Soothe 2, like both of those, like I feel like they both damn near did the same thing at times. So like I fuck with that, and then most importantly, that low latency. I like that too. Like just being able to track with it on there, especially like if it's just on the like I'll put it on my beat bus. I might not track with it on the vocal, but I'll put it on the beat bus and just have it track spacing, like side chaining while I'm recording.
Oh, 2 vocals.
Yeah.
That's clutch. So you've done that already.
Yes, 100%. I do it. Yeah.
And the latency was like
0.
nothing. That's clutch.
Yes.
I have not done that. I am loving Soothe 3 as well. Same impressions when I first opened it up. And I think that's because the shock of it's not Soothe 2. You know what I mean? That's why you gotta. It's almost like when we loaded up Pro Q4 for the first time too, and we were like, okay, this already just sounds different.
Yes.
But after fucking only a day of using it, I'm like, nah, I ain't ever going back to Pro Q3. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of now the same way with Soothe 3. I'm like, it just sounds more clear and transparent, which has always been the goal of that plugin to begin with. So the fact that they were able to take it further is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Any negative things about it, you think?
I don't hear the only negative. I wouldn't even call it a negative. I just have to learn it. Like in Soothe 2, like if I'm side chaining, I can feel the difference when I switch between like left, right, and mid side. Like finding that difference with the Soothe 3 is just a little different for me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And, you know, like you said, it's more transparent. So I'm sure with just a couple more uses through it, you'll be like, now I can hear it.
Facts.
But yeah, the transparency is awesome. The warmth is awesome. I've found maybe I've had to drive it a little harder than I did Soothe 2. And maybe that's just because I'm not used to it yet too. But it's also like, I can get away with that. You know what I mean? So
like me, like, you know how like when you got to drag the bands up to make it, I've been doing that less and just turning that soft and hard more.
Yeah.
And I was looking at a breakdown. They said like on Soothe 3, the soft and hard is, so the soft is the new Soothe 3 algorithm or whatever, and hard is more like Soothe 2.
Oh, okay.
That's what I've seen.
I haven't even used hard yet.
Yeah.
I've only used soft because I've only used it on Soothe 3 on vocals so far. So I gotta get some more time with it. Yeah. But I do like it. I like it a lot.
For sure.
All right. We got one, Scorp?
We got one. I got 2 for y'all today. And you can come up with one on the fly if you got one, and you too.
All right, bet.
We got one question. So my first one is, what you got more? What's more important? Artist-producer relationship? Artist-engineer relationship?
Well, we did just talk about the consistency, right?
Yeah.
But there's something to be said about building a sound. You know what I mean? Like, that's a hard one.
That's tough.
Yeah,
that's tough. Like having your own producer that's, you know, essentially just for you and your sound versus having somebody who can have, you know, I don't know. I still might change it, or still might go engineer, because I feel like having a producer is extremely important. It's like 1A, 1B. So like I'll go 1A for engineer, because if you have a sound or producer that gives you a sound, or whether you don't, regardless of whatever you hop on, that engineer is going to make sure you sound good.
Yeah.
So like I'd say it's probably 1A, 1B for me. So I'll probably go engineer.
You know, also picking the engineer, you will have somebody that has like all your shit in one spot and can help you, and they have your music. You know what I mean? If you're locked in with a producer, you guys might only have the 2-track of this song because you recorded it at this studio and then this one here and whatever. But having an engineer as your guy, it's like, he got all my files, all my sessions.
Yeah.
We can tweak a song. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me, I'll probably go engineer too, 100%, just because the sonics of your shit is one of the most important things.
So important. So important.
Number 2, and I feel like my answer is gonna piss off some people, probably even you. 2 tracks or stems?
You know what I'm gonna say? Stems all day. Give me the stems,
I'm going 2 track,
bro. That's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. Some of my most favorite mixes are on 2 track just because the beat was already hidden. Like, I don't know. I'm going 2 track.
I'm probably gonna go stems.
Yeah.
Give me the stems.
I mean, have I shot myself in the foot before with stems? Absolutely. Like sometimes you can't recreate what the producer did.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you think you did do it way better, the artist doesn't think so.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I'll tell you this. This is no shade to anybody. If I got to get through a mix quickly and I'm not really like into the music all that much, give me that fucking 2 track.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to beast through that in 30 minutes.
Knock it out.
But if I care about the music and I think that I could actually contribute to the music and I think that sonically I could create depth and width and excitement, give me them stems.
Yeah.
And like somehow, like I'll even like a mixture of both. Like if I'm mixing somebody's whole project and they have the stems to all of them, some songs like I might not use the stems, like just because like the beat is already, it sounds good. Like I don't want to like take away from what's already there, but another song on there it might be lacking. So I'm like, okay, no, I'll bust out the stems for this one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes too, it's like an artist will be like, here's my beat, and they'll drop it and it instantly sounds fucking wrecked. You know what I mean? It's bad. I'll be like, yo, can you get the stems for this? And if the answer is yes or no, I'm like, just to let you know, like if you can get the stems for this, I can make it way better.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the opposite's also true. Sometimes the producer does shit in FL or whatever the fuck he's cooking up and that I can't replicate like that. It just hits harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So I got a question. Would you rather have your song go viral on Instagram or Spotify?
I think I'm gonna go Instagram because on Spotify, that's real. Like it's extremely up and down. It'll give you like a false sense of audience.
Yeah.
If you blow up on Instagram, I feel like that's more attached to you everywhere and everything that you do after that now. So now you can really start building up your listeners, like for real, by being consistent with this large amassed following that you just had.
Yeah.
But with Spotify, like you can get up to 10,000 monthly listeners, come back 4-5 months later, your shit down to like 700. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? But with your Instagram followers, after, I feel like once you start blowing up, because from what I've seen with people that's blown up on Instagram, they've stayed consistently hot, like with everything, and now everybody's like in tune with these people. So me personally, I'm probably going Instagram.
I'll say Instagram too, just because based off of what we was talking about with streaming being like least important, like Instagram will lead me to a lot other different bags.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll blow up on Instagram now. Okay, I got these brands hit me up. Oh, can you promote this,
Yep.
this, that, and the other, and we'll pay you this much to. Yes, I'm gonna go Instagram.
More opportunity.
Like Spotify, it's like, gee, you blow up on Instagram enough, Instagram gonna pay you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spotify, it's like, let's say I have 1 million streams on a song or something. Those million streams could be spread so far across so many different people, or like it's not balanced. Like 30 people could have probably generated maybe 5,000 of them streams, but it's just them, like it's not spread enough.
Yeah.
It's not gonna make that much of a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would go Instagram too, because like you said, it's going to lead to so much more opportunities. So many more people are going to be exposed to what you got going on through that. There is something to be said, I think, about like that Steve Lacy effect, though, where if you go viral on Instagram, people might be attached to only 10 seconds of your song.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas if you go crazy with Spotify numbers, you get people that are actually listening to the song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think there is something to be said about that.
Yeah.
But the opportunities that come with the Instagram virality is, to me, I would rather go with that.
You fuck around and be sad after you go viral on Instagram one time.
Yeah, dude.
Like literally, you take one time.
Hawk to a girl. She got wrapped up in some bullshit, but
Come on, gang. That's because
she had the bag at one point.
People get their bag and fuck it up. Y'all be trying to do too much. Sit your ass down somewhere, bro. That's what be wrong, bro.
All right, bro. You got to come up with a this or that question for us.
Okay. This or that. Okay. Fire rap verse on your song or fire singing like hook on your song. Which one would y'all rather?
But hold on. Does that mean the hook is gonna be dookie and the verse is gonna be dookie?
Nah. Okay, I'm just saying like if just you have a great song, you need one more thing. Do you need the hook? Yeah, you going with a fire verse or a fire ass hook by like a great singer that's gonna stack everything amazingly, different idea. Like what you gonna do?
I'm gonna go hook. I think hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the hook that's gonna stick in people's head. 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just depends who you are when you answer this question. For me as a producer, give me that hook. Because if we made a successful song and everybody can fucking sing that hook, that I think is the goal. You know what I mean? Like we done did what we were supposed to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? As the producer, we made a smash. And when people say you made a hit, that hook is usually what they're referring to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I can see you as a rapper. I don't know what you're gonna say, but if you said verse, I would get that.
Yeah, I it's tough. If I'm gonna be on a song, I definitely want to be like recognized for a fire ass verse.
Yeah,
for sure. But if I'm doing a song and I need somebody else to deliver me something, give me a hook.
Fact. Yeah, saying like for me, I feel like my answer changes to overall. Generally speaking, I'm gonna say hook, but for me as who I am as an artist, I'm gonna say verse on God, because like I can see hook all fucking day.
Yeah.
But like that's why I call it real. That's why I call it TC. I'm not feeling. I can make a rap verse, but it's not gonna have the same weight that it needs to have.
Right.
Yeah.
Coming from somebody that's like actually like a lyricist.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it really depends too. Like, let's say it's like we see that so and so dropped a song with a feature with J. Cole. We want to hear that fucking verse.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if it's like somebody just dropped a song and they got fucking Rihanna on it, what's that hook sound like? You know what I mean? So it's like what's the pieces and who are you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, producer, I'm going hook.
Yeah.
All right, Brody, tell us about your show one more time before we get out of here.
All right, so boom, July 18th at Tintoretto, I will be performing. I'll be performing essentially the entirety of the album, or at least like the majority of the songs off the project. So it will be the Tough Conversation album being performed. The name of the concert will be called The Conversation Pit. We're gonna be in there having conversations. So I want everybody to pull up. Tickets gonna be $20 at the door. If you want to do the VIP tickets, that will come with the ticket and a T-shirt that we will be having sold at the show. So I want everybody to pull up, show love. I got a great performance for everybody. Some of the homies is gonna be involved in it. So definitely pull up.
That sounds lit as fuck. Yeah. I'm finna be there for show.
We teed.
All right, let's get out of here on that though. At CorrectKC, at We Got One Scorp, at Ontario Ray.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for sliding, bro.
And thank y'all for having me.
All right, y'all.
Yep.
TraKCouts, bouncing out, y'all. Peace.